This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. The provincial government will again attempt to implement parking-proof requirement regulations and charges for traffic congestion, two proposals that the provincial council did not pass. Provincial officials say they will include the full introduction of the parking requirement and new traffic congestion charges in revised ordinances that will be debated at the council's first meeting next year. They say lawmakers reacted positively when they explained the reasons behind the proposals. If the council passes the proposals, they will be implemented in the second half of next year. The last time these matters were up for consideration, the council voted down the parking rule and suspended discussions of the traffic congestion charges. Lawmakers then claimed the province had not prepared fully for the changes and that local residents opposed the regulations. The province will supply 10,000 public rental housing units by 2022. During a major project briefing Wednesday at the provincial office, Administrative Vice Governor Jeon Sung-tae said the total will include 5,000 units for young adults, 4,000 for low-income islanders, and 1,000 units that will be purchased to rent out. They will be available 3 years earlier than the previous target of 2025. Jeon also said that the province will secure substitute land and build 700 subsidized residential units to replace those that were canceled for the citizen welfare town. The vice governor also said that a new landfill will partially open in January at the Dongbok-ri Environment Resources Recycling Center. Investigators say the ferry that hit a rock and began taking on water around Marado Monday was 400 meters off its normal course. All passengers and crew members were safely rescued shortly after the incident. The Seogwipo Coast Guard is investigating. It says the 46-year-old captain of the Blue Ray, surnamed Go, says winds and waves forced him off the regular route for the vessel and that it struck a rock while trying to get back on that course. If the Coast Guard concludes that the captain was negligent in his piloting of the ferry, he will be charged with professional negligence leading to damage of a vessel. The fees at public parking lots are changing on Monday. According to a revised ordinance, parking will be free for the first 30 minutes. It will then be 1,000 won for up to an hour and 500 won for every additional 15 minutes. The daily and monthly rates will be 10,000 won and 100,000 won in Dong administrative districts. In suburban and rural Up and Myeon districts, the same fees will be 8,000 and 75,000 won respectively. Relatives of April 3rd incident victims, men of national merit, and electric vehicle drivers will be given a 50% discount. Hallasan National Park office is bending the rules a little to allow people to climb to the top of the mountain at night to see the first sunrise of 2019, the year of the Golden Pig. Hikers will be allowed on both the Songpanak and the Gwanamsa trails beginning at midnight on January 1st. Both trails go to the summit. The office says people should prepare properly for this type of undertaking. That includes hiking in pairs and being ready for snow and other types of inclement weather by carrying emergency equipment and food. Following KCTV reports about environmental damage at Munseogwi Orem, officials have temporarily barred access to the site. Anyone caught illegally accessing the Orem will face a fine of up to 2 million won. Joseph Kim reports.
A large SUV is driving across the hill. Motorcycles are running along the ridge. The earth is badly marred by motorcycle stunt riding. Off-road motorcycles and vehicles have caused significant damage to Munseogwi Orem. KCTV reported the damage at the Orem in Songdangni, Gujaub in September. Following the report, the province has barred access until the end of 2020. All activities, including tree cutting, cooking, and the changing of land use, will be banned beginning next year. Anyone caught illegally accessing the Orem will face a fine of up to 2 million won.
오름에 이제 오토바이 막 타고 막 그러고 있지 않습니까? 예. 이런 부분들을 저희가 우선적으로 문석이 오름 신규로 이제 휴진제 지상으로 지정을 했습니다. 그렇게 하게 되면은 저희가 200만 원까지 과태료를 부과할 수 있기 때문에.
The province also extended access restrictions for Mulchat Orem and Tonori Orem by 1 and 2 years, respectively, as the recovery of the Orem have been slower than expected. Orem have been destroyed by the thoughtless behavior of some visitors and an increasing number of trekkers. Environmental damage happens quickly, but the recovery process takes a long time.
일단은 원 지형이 훼손되게 되면 다른 지역에서 토양을 옮겨와서 보충해야 되고 하기 때문에 원래대로의 복원은 거의 불가능하다고 볼 수밖에 없고, 복원하더라도 정상적인 상태로 되는 데에는 상당한 시간이 소요될 것으로.
We should remember that we can enjoy Orem only when they're well preserved. Joseph Kim, KCTV.
It will be very windy Friday, and there's a 60% chance of snow everywhere but Seogwipo. Most areas can expect 2 to 7 centimeters, but higher elevations could get 10 to 30. Here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 2 and the afternoon high 3 degrees. In Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 2 and 5. In Seongsan, the low will be 1 and the high later on 3 degrees. Across the island in Gosan, temperatures will range from 2 to 4. And the low up on the mountain at Songpanak will be -5, and the afternoon high -4 degrees. Taking a look at the marine forecast, winds will be out of the northwest and north at 12 to 18 meters per second, and seas will be quite rough, getting up to 4 meters. And here's what's in store for us over the next few days. And that brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.